Welcome to a new tutorial on triggers. So there's a lot of things you can do with triggers that I'll be trying to show you what you can do, but you can choose how you use the triggers for almost a lot of things in Arma. We're gonna start off. If you say you want to do like a mission where you have to fight enemy fighters, and you want them to start off on the ground, but you don't want them like to come up in a huge swarm, you could actually set it up where this plane, if this guy gets killed or his plane gets killed, will trigger the next wave of aircraft to go up in the air. I'll show you. And he's gonna run into a trigger, so you don't have to worry about the plane. They're flying around. Next, we got artillery. You can actually have the artillery actually do like pre-barrage if you want them, due to a trigger, or if you're in a city and you end up clearing the city of hostiles, you can then make it go. Next, see this porta potty? Somehow the gods do not approve of that one. Now here's an interesting trigger that I got set up. So here we're gonna have helos coming in and dropping troops off, and they're gonna pretty much get into position. And this is good for like if you're wanting to set up like an ambush, or you want to send in reinforcements, AI reinforcements, for if you're doing like PvE, player versus AI. This is one of those good ways to, you can set up like little triggers to like transport trucks or helicopters to either transport and load them into the zone, which I'll cover in another tutorial in the future. Here you can see there's 3 squads that just dismounted from the helos. They're getting into their pre-designated spots, but now they're not doing anything. And that's because I put it for the final trigger. Now these 3 squads are going to do things. I got one doing a patrol. One's going to clear out this building using a mod called Achilles. The other one's using close quarter CQB, which is a LAM mod, which I'm using. And the other one's on patrol out there. Also, this trigger, I set up a helo to pick up a vehicle and airlift it into the zone for the final trigger that I'll show you, and then I'll show you how I set this all up and everything. Gate, and it has no one to open it, and then it opens on its own. If you stay in the trigger, you'll notice the gate still stays open. And then we're going to leave, and it closes. And I'm going to show you how this all works. So here you have several options. We'll do the town one just to show you. So basically, you can set up a set your person down. Boom, we have our player. Now you need a trigger module. We'll place one here. Set to any player because you need an activation. If you're doing like AI triggers, if they're blue 4, you just set to blue 4, op 4 for op 4, indie to indie, or civilian to civilian. But we're just gonna stay with any player. Repeatable is good for like the gate. You could have it activate on open and close, or if you have like a loop system, like for a helicopter, you could have it on a repeat where it can do the same thing, like transporting people. But there's a few better things to do besides that. So as you can see, I put this first trigger down. There's like, you got 4 different types. You have 100 meters, which has pretty much this that goes all the way up into the heavens. Same with the 500. It's just a bigger mass. Then you have this 10 by 10 by 10. And then you got this one, which you can customize to thing. A few cool thing is you could literally use this trigger, like if you change this and then you go exclamation mark alive, and then you create the character in these conditions. So we'll say Tom. Now that error is only because we don't have a target to kill that says Tom. So we'll put the survivor down. And we'll just mess with the settings real quick. Using Eat and Enhance, you can actually do quite a bit more. So you can go to disabling AI features, don't want him to move, or go to cover. So he's just going to sit there. And now we're going to name him this variable Tom. So essentially I could make, so better yet, we're not going to use this trigger, we're going to use this one. So Tom here is going to basically be the trigger. Now I'm going to put, let's just say, 1 rifleman down here. He's going to have a move order here, and then we're going to set waypoint trigger activation, which you have to do to the trigger. So essentially when I do this, I'm going to basically be able to shoot him. If he dies, he's going to react, and whatever his next move is, which is going to be move, I'm going to use this land mod to pretty much assault. So I'll show you this right now. Tom just died. Now this other AI should start advancing. Now we're going to do the last little trigger thing. So this is an animation you can do. I'll put this in the comments so you can have a gate trigger. And the alive, or dash alive, and the name of the target. So here we can turn around, go get gate, and then this one you have to change name the gate. And now you also gotta make sure this is repeatable. So